Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Carnage, and yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie as well, and this is a Carnage from Venom the symbiote. So yeah, aside from that, I hope you enjoyed the yesterday's story, which was an own character OC story in which you guys are the main character. So yeah, there will be many different sort of stories coming your way as well this month, and from here on after, maybe some yanderes, some left and right. I will be asking you guys which ship should I do first for the yandere one, because it has been a long time since I did a specific yandere story in Narutoverse. So I was hoping to do an OC one there. Aside from that, I hope you enjoyed today's story, and if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. So aside from that, I have one more thing to mention. The reason I'm not making your ideas is because I'm currently focusing on my own ideas. I hope you understand, because there are some ideas of my own that I really want to put out there. And after that is done, I will be going back to making your ideas again. So yeah, without any further ado, let's begin our today's story. Our story begins 3 years after the QB attack inside Konoha Gakure no Sato, as they go towards the Uzumaki no Mikaze residence. As currently it was October 11. While the village was celebrating the Cube's defeat, which was from 3 years ago, as a festival, the Uzumaki Namikaze family was celebrating the birth of their children, as both Kushina and Minato had taken the day off to celebrate the birthday of their children, Manma and Mito. The other one, you might ask, which was missing and not mentioned, well, we now go towards him in a dark location. He was tied to a metal table which looked like an experimental table. As a figure stood there. Are you sure about this, Danzo? It should work, because I have high hopes for him. He is the son of our strongest shinobi after all, given the circumstances, that is. Koharu, what Danzo is saying is correct, and we found this, whatever this creature is, from that meteoroid that struck 2 years ago. Luckily, no other village has found out about this meteoroid, and this creature was about to escape when one of our Danzo's Anbu caught it, and luckily for us, we have found the perfect test subject. So, Orochimaru, is everything in order? Yes, my dear elders, everything is in order. As the three elders were now revealed to be Danzo Shimura, Koharu, and Homura, as the 3-year-old was laying on a table, as the symbiote was released by Orochimaru, as they were on the other side of the room. As symbiote started to crawl, there was a huge scary face, as the red and black symbiote started to crawl and made its way to Naruto's chest, before suddenly being absorbed inside Naruto's body. His vitals are normal. So was it a success? Danzo asked Orochimaru. That, as you guys can see, I'm not sure about. The symbiote hasn't shown any sort of results. This is dangerous, said Koharu. I told you guys, this is dangerous. Even though Minato and Kushina seemed to forget about this child while we were monitoring, they suddenly might came to realize about this. Then we might keep him here. As suddenly, and test subject scientist was sent in there to wake him up, but to no avail. It seems that he's in a comatose state. What? Yes, you heard us right. It is possible that he went into a comatose state. What kind of drug did you use to put him to sleep? Oh no. As the drug bottle said, something about medicine that put people in comatose state, and now that the symbiote was released, there was no way that they could inject an antidote to make Naruto awake, so they had to wait it out. Nobody knew how longer it will take for him to wake out. Time skip. 2 years later. For 2 years, Naruto had been in a comatose state, and we go inside his mind, as we see him sitting inside his own mind, which was quite white, because it was nothing there. As there was a red creature sitting there, similar to his shape. You know, Naruto, we can get out of here. I gotta say, within these 2 years, I have gotten close to you and see you as my friend, best friend and brother. I can say the same for you, Carnage. No, Naruto, we are Carnage. You can say that again. So what do you say? We go out and cause some havoc? Yes, Naruto, that we will do. But as I said to you, only for those who try to harm us. Yep, that is all I ask for you. As we go towards the outer side to see that Naruto was still tied to the table and was laid into a hospital room, which was inside Danzo's facility. As many of his workers and doctors were there, as suddenly a huge boom was heard as the door bursted out. As doctor screams were heard, as Anbus, or more like Root Anbus, dashed towards that place, they saw blood. As a huge creature was there, and with its shark-like teeth, it was eating a doctor's face out, ripping it from its body. Oh, interesting. More snacks for me. Carnage, we have to get out of here. On it, boss. Just a little bit. Carnage, we have eaten our fill. You're no fun, Naruto. As his hands suddenly turned into claws, huge claws, as he slashed through them, like knives sliding through the butter. As Carnage was now running, as his feet suddenly started to lift off from the ground, as he bursted out from the facility and into the light. As surprise, surprise, he was in front of the Ichiraku ramen, from which the Uzumaki Namikaze family was getting out. As they all looked at him. Who are you? Scared, as Naruto's face was revealed. Surprise for them. Wait, Carnage, no! As they all were surprised and shocked. Naruto? Yeah, Naruto. I'm surprised that you even remember. Wait, but how? Weren't you at home? No, not for the past 2 years I wasn't. You see, I was kidnapped. Wait, that's bullshit. Then how do I have this? He said, turning into Carnage, as he licked Menma's face with his long tongue. Naruto, what is going on with you? Oh, you can thank Danzo for that. He and his group of Anbus used some sort of experiment on me, and now I am this. We are this. And suddenly Anbu surrounded him. Test subject inside Danzo-sama. Permission to take him out? You can try all you want, as many tentacles came from Carnage's back as they went towards the Anbus and killed them by piercing through them. As Naruto then revealed his face from all of this while still in Carnage form, which was quite huge. I'm done with you. I denounce you people as a family. These children are the child of prophecy, right? From here on out, I vow as on my name, I will be the most stepping stone in their path. This prophecy, I will turn it into the destruction of the elemental nations. With these words said, the Carnage face appeared again, as Naruto then shot webs from his hand and he disappeared into the night. Anbus, said Minato, surround them and bring the council. We need to talk. As the whole council was gathered, as Minato was furious, because Danzo and the elders weren't there, and they were suddenly dragged there by the Team Row, as Kakashi was the one head in charge of that team. Danzo, what have you done to my son? Says the man who has abandoned his son for all his life. If it wasn't for me, he would have died. I needed a perfect test subject, and you proved because of your negligence towards the child that he was the perfect one. And it worked. I have created a weapon of mass destruction. And that mass destructive weapon is going to be the end of us all now, said Minato. Because of your idiocy, Naruto has turned into some sort of monster who's corrupting his mind. And these two are now in danger now as well, thanks to you. You are hereby denounced as an elder and be prepared to be executed soon alongside these two idiots. As they were taken out, as the civilians were now scared. Minato-sama, what are you going to do about that? Are you going to put that monster down? Even if we do that, how can we do that without saving Naruto, you worry about that kid now? You haven't cared about that child, said one of the civilian women. Please, you have to put that monster down, or otherwise we all will die. We have to find him first. As Minato then said, looking out in the village, where could he be? Anbus, go and search for him, as far as you can. As time skip, 2 weeks later, and many deaths occurring, leaving a huge trail behind in multiple and most obnoxious places, we go towards the mountain behind Kumogakure, inside a cave, where, well, Carnage finally let Naruto out. Phew, I thought you weren't going to let me out. I promised, didn't I? We needed a place to hide. That is why I brought us here. Yeah, I can see that again, but wow, isn't this quite luxury? Ha ha, very funny, Naruto. You and me both know that right now, your father is sending a whole army of Anbus at our asses. You can say that again, like he ever cared about me, or us in the first place. Yes, you're right, he never cared. So why would he now? Probably to bring us down because oh so prestigious elder said so. Yes, and that is why we have to kill and become stronger. Let's start from Kumo here first, and then we'll move from one village to another, killing and destroying them all. Time skip. 1 month later, a Kage summit was called. It was an emergency. Something happened in Kumo, or a place which was known as Kumo. Now it was a barren land. All the civilian shinobi, even the Kage and the Anbus, were killed. Not even one survived. As the 4 Kages gathered there, this is a dire situation, said Iwakakure's Kage, Oniki. What are we going to do about this? What was that creature, the monster we saw when we arrived there to their aid? As Minato didn't talk as the rest of them talked, as Rasa then said, Minato, you have been awfully quiet. That creature is my son. Because of the foolishness of my elder, that monster or whatever it was bonded with my son, and now he's corrupting my son's mind and turning him into a monster. Just what we can expect from the Yellow Flash, giving birth to a more menace into the society. Oh yes, I am a menace indeed, said Carnage, as he appeared in front of them all. What are you doing here? Something that I should have done a long time ago. What? I am going to kill you all and destroy your whole nations. As the Kages were surprised then, what happened next? Let there be carnage. As more tentacles came out, as all the hidden Anbus and people were killed, and a huge battle broke out. The Konoha Armada, as well as the other villages Armada, helped out the Iron Country where this was going on. The whole shinobis, well, faced a one-sided massacre, because that was all they could face, as many shinobis and Kages were killed that day. As Minato was stabbed in the shoulder, I'll be leaving you alive, because I'm not going to kill you here. I'm not satisfied with the destruction I've caused. I'm going to make you regret everything you have done up till now. You are the worst father a son could have asked for. I'm sorry, Naruto, but please, you're turning into a monster? I have a question for you. Who do you think caused this in the first place? You. Your negligence. You're and that bitch of yours, said Naruto as he threw Minato away in his Carnage form, as he disappeared then into the night. As more than 18,000 shinobis died that day alongside civilians included, the Land of Iron was no more, as Oniki was able to live and so was Rasa. Only the three-tailed Jinchuriki died, and Minato, well, being injured, was alive. I thought that you were lying, Minato. That creature or your son is more dangerous than we thought. We have to put him down one way or another. And look at what he did. A whole village gone. Just in a mere battle of ours. He's getting way too strong. Don't you think I know that? There has to be a way. Something we can do about this. How? How can we? as Minato suddenly realized something. I think I might have an idea. What idea, Minato? Before he destroys us all, I have to go back into the time. And what? And be nice to him. What? Do you think it is some kind of sick joke, Minato? Many of our shinobis have died and you just want to be nice to him? I mean, think about it. This is what he's mad about. I was so fixated on prophecy that I didn't give him the time of the day and even forgot about his existence. For 2 years he was tortured and God knows where he was. And we even thought that he was in the room. We are worst parents that a kid could ask for. And the way it turns out, well, I think that we did a very good job at being the worst parents in the history of existence. No shit there, said Oniki. Damn it. I think I broke some ribs. So did I. As suddenly, we go towards Amegakure, where the Akatsuki was. 1 week later. This is sudden, but it is dire situation. This creature called as Carnage has destroyed 2 villages and killed many Jinchurikis along the way. So what do you think we should do, Leader-sama? Said Zetsu. As Black and White Zetsu spoke, as everyone was silent. I don't want to face that creature, said Deidara. But why? Don't you want to show his art? I don't want to get eaten by that monster. Have you seen what he does? I was there, in the land of iron, just to buy some clay when I saw how that havoc appeared and caused rampage everywhere. That is a mindless monster that can kill anyone in its place. I'm not going to face that. If you want to, you're on your own, said Deidara as he dropped the ring. You know what it's like when you leave this place, Deidara. He will come for you, one way or another. Oh yes, I will. As suddenly, Deidara was killed in the holographic form. As there stood Carnage. As his sinister smile showed his vicious teeth, which scared even Hida and Kakuzu and everyone. You will die if you face this Carnage. What do you want? Nothing but, let's just say, destruction of elemental nations. You're causing way too much that, like you didn't want to do the same. Your plan, I know about this, you creature, said Carnage as he licked his face with his long tongue. You are the will of Kaguya, aren't you? Well, guess what? I'm going to kill her and eat her and gain her power. I will be back. Go and gather the alliance as much as you can, because once I'm done with the Otsuzukis, there will be nothing you all best could do to stop us. Let there be carnage. As Carnage roared once more before the screen went off. What are we going to do? This is dangerous, seriously dangerous. And what is this Kaguya thing about Zetsu? It is the truth. And now my mother is in danger because of my foolishness, said Zetsu. Mother! As suddenly, all of them saw in the middle of the night that moon exploded from one side. Carnage has just found his way to the moon. Nobody knew how, but he just made it there. And after arriving there, we see him going downstairs, killing all those Otsuzukis there, and even Tonari, ripping his head out. At last, Kaguya Otsutsuki. As Kaguya was scared. Symbiote, I thought your race was extinct after Kanal died. Even if Kanal died, I was able to escape. Just in the nick of time before your race destroyed my planet. Your race has to be erased from this universe to keep it safe. Just so you could destroy this universe? No. That planet will be the breeding place for us. Symbiotes and Naruto and me are going to be the king of that planet. You're just using him, aren't you, Carnage? This is just your deception to make Naruto think that you are on his side. Oh, so you know about him? No. For the 2 years I have seen and spent it with Naruto, we have bonded. And you have forgotten one thing. What? I am a female symbiote. What? No. It cannot be. As Naruto just stood there. As Carnage took a feminine form. A true monster form. And I have chosen my mate. I am just waiting him out to grow up. And when the time is right, he will grow up. And we will mate and produce more symbiote hybrids that will replace this pathetic race here. Isn't that right, honey? Oh, I guess you're right. As Carnage then ate Kaguya. Hey, how come you're eating her on your own and, not being, on me like a suit? Because Otsuzukis have a tendency to leave their marks behind, and I don't want you to be marked. You are mine, Naruto. The first ever being existent in this whole galaxy to be nice to a symbiote. And that is why you have earned my trust and the right to be my mate. But you have to grow up, because your laws as if human nature won't allow you to mate with me at your age. I guess you're right. I don't know how I found something or someone as beautiful as you, Naruto said as he patted Carnage's face, as Carnage licked his face as well, before being absorbed by him again. So what do we do now? We now go and hunt down Otsutsuki's, Naruto. And we wait for your pathetic parents to grow some backbone and do something about it. Are you sure? What if they really find a plan to stop us? Let them try. But they won't be able to find anything. I guess you're right. We go towards the earth now, while Carnage and Naruto were on the hunt for Otsutsukis all over the galaxy. Because of eating Kaguya, Venom has found some tendencies and powers by absorbing her into her own self. As we go towards Konohagakure, where the whole village was now scared, even more scared of the word Carnage, that it was banned, as Minato and the council was seated. What are we going to do? There's no way we can stop something like that. He destroyed 18,000 people just in mere couple hours, and there were 4 Kages there. Shit. And he doesn't even scared of Bijus, as Kushina was crying. We have to do this, Kushina said as she looked up. We have to try that seal out, Minato, but it is dangerous. For the sake of our children, we have to keep on trying. Time skip. Many years passed as he tried to achieve the perfect time travel seal. As time went on, and soon more than 10 years has passed. As their children grew up to be 15 and they still missed Naruto, even though they knew he was out there. And for 10 years, Carnage and Naruto had been hunting down Otsutsukis one by one, so much that Ishiki Otsutsuki has arrived on Earth, hiding away because his own race was destroyed. As we see him making his way towards Konoha, I know I can help you with that, said Ishiki, as they were still again trying for the seal. Who are you, and how did you find this place? Said what was left of Elemental Nations leaders, as all of them were now united as they were there. I am Ishiki Otsutsuki, and your son has just destroyed my race, the race of the Sage of the Sixth Path, as their eyes widen. Wait, then, yes, sooner or later he will be coming here. He's on the other side of the galaxy right now. We have 2 to 3 more years before he arrives, and that is more than enough time we need to perfect that seal. Not that I'm here. Ishiki used every bit of his power and knowledge to create and power that seal within the 3 years. But as they were successful, Carnage landed there. As the monster roared. Hello, father, mother, Naruto said, as Carnage let Naruto out of herself, as she appeared to be feminine and right next to Naruto. She had taken the form of Kaguya Otsutsuki, but with red eyes, as the tentacles were still around her, much more beauty than a monster now. Meet my wife, Carnage, as she giggled. Now, silly, they're scared, as she opened her mouth to show her teeth, which were still as sharp as the monster's teeth were. Ah, honey, you are making them scared. So, what are you doing here, Dad? Another of your pathetic excuse of experiments to kill me? No, Naruto. It is because of me that everything has happened. Now I'll make everything right. Who says so? As a huge sphere appeared above everyone, as a large, dark, reddish ball made out of chakra appeared. Let there be destruction now. This is the end of your world. Minato, hurry! No, I can't leave all of you, as Ishiki kicked Minato to the other side. As Carnage destroyed the whole world, but Minato was gone, as the seal itself was shattered and destroyed. Minato, being thrown and flung into the timeline, was injured as he saw that his body was disappearing in tiny particles. Shit, I have to make it there. As he finally arrived, as he saw that it was before the QB attack, as the villain was giving his monologue, as he slitted his throat with a kunai, as the villain fell down, as Minato, with one of his arm which was left, dropped the kunai and caught the child. It was baby Naruto. As he walked towards the original Naruto, as Minato was surprised. Wait, you're... Yes, I don't have time. I came from a future that will happen if you follow the prophecy. Look out for the three of them. Please love them equally. Don't follow the prophecy or the whole elemental nation will be destroyed by the hands of Naruto. Because of us, because of our mistakes, he destroyed my world before I arrived here. Because Danzo experimented on him with a creature called Carnage and they bonded. Naruto's mind was corrupted. For 2 years he was tortured by him. And once he broke out, he destroyed elemental nations, killed the Otsutsuki race. And Ishiki Otsutsuki arrived and helped us, and that is why we won. I don't have much time left. As the older Minato tapped younger Minato's brain, as all the memories were transferred. It was the only spell that Ishiki taught him to transfer the memories, and everything was there. Play this scroll by placing your blood drop on it in the middle of the council. As the older Minato saw Zetsu watching this, you should see this as well, Zetsu, because the history you're about to create might be worse than you imagine. As Zetsu appeared in front of them, so you know I was here. I am interested to see because you said that my mother was killed alongside everyone. Yes. As Zetsu contacted Kaguya, as Kaguya was now listening into this as well. As Minato then disappeared into dust, please listen. As Minato was gone, as the younger Minato called for the council meeting, as Kushina and the three children were there, as the scroll opened to reveal Ishiki Otsutsuki. My name is Ishiki Otsutsuki. I am from the Otsutsuki race, from which the sage originated from. His mother is Kaguya Otsutsuki, and if you're listening to this, Kaguya and everyone else, we are in grave danger. This creature, as Carnage was shown, has bonded with this human, as Naruto's image was shown, and it was because of Danzo, Koharu, and Homura. These three elders, alongside with Orochimaru, experimented on this human with these symbiote, and for 2 years he was tortured by them in comatose state, and that gave symbiote and Naruto enough time to bond. The symbiote itself started to corrupt Naruto's mind, make him rage, and turn him into a monster. Within mere hours, he destroyed 18,000 people, civilians and shinobi alike in Iron Country where the Kage Summit was held. Kumo was the first victim. Within a month, the Kumo was destroyed. Soon followed after Eva. And then many other nations were destroyed, and soon my race was followed throughout the whole galaxy. Within 10 years, he found and tracked down each one of us and killed all of us. Now listen closely. The next thing is that Carnage and Naruto are bound to be mates in this world as well. But if you make Naruto good, and even if he encounters Carnage, there is a high possibility that both of them being the perfect balance that they were, Carnage might not be able to take advantage of Naruto or Brain, and will still mate, because once a symbiote is mated and bonded with a human or any species, they cannot let it go. Even if they can, it is only for a bit of time. And once the symbiote is mated with its perfect host, they can produce as well, because they have a toxin that is released into their host that make them fall in love with the said symbiote. She's of the last of her own race. Beware, she will be coming to your world soon. This is Ishiki Suzuki. As the message started to play again, as the scroll was closed, this is quite our situation. It seems that our future selves might have gotten us into trouble because of our elders and Orochimaru, as the elders were crowned upon the village and executed. As time passed, as Naruto started to grow, and at the age of 5, he encountered a symbiote, and both of them bonded. But this time around, Naruto and Carnage teamed up to do good and time skip. When Naruto reached at the age of 15, the mating process was complete, and Naruto and Carnage has bonded and made it perfectly, creating a new symbiote named Venom, which found a host, which was none other than Boruto, son of his brother Menma. As Boruto and Venom became the perfect host and bonded with each other as best friends, and Carnage was happy with Naruto, even though Kushina was not happy with this creature being her daughter-in-law. She could do nothing because she knew what the capability of her was. If she strayed Naruto from them, there is a high chance that their world might fail, or, well, better yet, go through the same fate as the dark future of theirs went through, and that is something that she did not want right now, as everything was going as planned. Now all they had to do was wait things out. As for Carnage and Naruto, well, they were happy on their own as well. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you liked this one, and if you did, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. I know it is quite short one, but yeah, I had a lot of fun making this. It was because of a stupid story I read on Wattpad. It was quite fun, but it wasn't complete, and nor was it like this, so yeah, I turned it upside down and made my own version of it. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out for the day. Peace!